a very unique place we're in here, Jonathan. Take me back to where Lullymore all began.
Well, Lullymore all started back, say, around 1990, for example. There wasn't even running water in Lullymore. My father, Sean Judge, who was the developer, the creator of this park, he moved into the area, and that was his first step, was to bring the community together, set up a committee and get water into the area. That was step one. And step two was, he felt, to create employment. This he worked very, very, very hard at over a course of years. An awful lot of people have passed through the park and used it as a stepping stone in their life. I'm talking up near 450 people at this stage have gone through the gates of this place as in their working life, which we're very proud of, and they too have taken a lot from the park. In 1993, Mary Robinson officially opened the park. Back then, all it was a quaint little turf house and an early Christian visitor centre. That's what it was in Lullymore. Now we're standing on a 60-acre site, and that's all testament to the developer, the creator, whatever you like to call him, my father, Sean Judge. Every nook and cranny in this park was pre-planned years before it was built by that man. The community owes an awful lot to him. As the saying goes, Sean Judge had a dream, and that dream was to create a viable tourist attraction in Lullymore whilst creating employment in the area, and he most certainly has achieved that over the course of his life. And it's just been a pleasure for myself and the team here to have been present while it's gone from strength to strength.
So Jonathan, for those viewers who haven't been to Lullymore before, tell me exactly what is Lullymore and what's on offer here?
Well, when you arrive in Lullymore, Susan, you will most certainly be in for 5 or 6 hours of fantastic fun, regardless what age you are. We've a large site here, we're touching 60 acres. On the fun end of things, we've got everything from an 18-hole crazy golf course, which each hole is themed on a local historic site. Alongside that then you have our outdoor playground, which is newly refurbished, all new play equipment there. Alongside that then we have our pet farm, which is a nice range of animals there. The kids love that. Which brings you back up to our indoor centre in case the weather turns bad. We've got our Funky Forest, which is a large timber indoor play centre. We also do treasure hunts. When it comes to Halloween, we're well renowned for our Halloween event. This year should be bigger and better than ever. Also, and that leads on to our Christmas event, which runs right through December. So all year round there's most certainly something to do every weekend in Lullymore.
So I see a lot of happy children around here today, especially on the train. Tell me about the train that I see going around.
Indeed, Susan, yes, our train is a huge hit with everyone who comes to the park. It runs constant all day. There's no extra fee for the train. It's all on your admission on the way in through the gate, and the kids most certainly love it. And again, it's very useful at Halloween because you wouldn't know who'll jump out of the woods at you.
Well, Jonathan, I have to say my favourite thing so far here today has got to be the fairy bower. And it's very difficult to pick one thing, but there's something very magical about it. How did that all come about?
Yeah, well, the fairy bower is a huge hit with all of the kids. It started off as we developed the park. We came across a lone bush, which is just behind me here, and as the saying goes, you don't tamper or interfere with the lone bush or anywhere near it. So we left it be, stayed well enough alone, and sure enough, a little village or community of fairies has developed there. Now, being on the inside track, I live here, I can see what goes on, but to the visitor, you want to keep your eyes peeled and you might even see one.
Now, Jonathan, the fairy bower was the pinnacle of Lullymore for me before we came to this gorgeous petting farm. Tell me about the lovely creatures around us here.
Well, you'd be very surprised with the amount of children who haven't seen an alpaca, for example. We've got a number of alpacas. We've got Falabella horses, smallest horses in the world. We've 10 of those. We've got donkeys, we've sheep, we've Vietnamese potbelly pigs, we've rabbits, pheasants, geese, ducks, you name it, and we're always looking for stuff as well.